Hey everyone, and thank you again for joining me here at Journey of Footsteps. Today I'd like to talk to you about an idea I had to help all of us through this coronavirus time. One thing I love about traveling, and one thing I really take from my travels, is the opportunity to experience and learn from lots of different cultures. Last year I was very lucky to spend 7 months in Kyoto with Pai Sensei, my Aikido teacher, and whilst I was there I got to meet some new people, some new students, one of whom was called Badri. He was also from the UK, funnily enough, and had been living with his wife and kids in London, but grew up in South India. One day after an event, a group of us, including Badri, went for a meal. We went to an Indian restaurant, which we all like, and we wanted to take him to it to see if he liked the food. What I noticed though when we was eating, that he would only use his right hand to eat, and he placed his left hand on his lap whilst he was eating. When I talked to him about it, I'd known about this from school when I was younger, and we know that the right hand's the clean hand and the left hand is the hand you use to sort yourself out after you've been to the toilet. I wasn't sure whether this was true or just something I'd heard when I was younger and a bit of like an urban myth, but actually he explained that it is true, and in his words it's more of a cultural thing than it is a religious thing, but it is basically that. The right hand is the clean hand and the left hand is the dirty hand, so they only eat with the right hand. A few weeks later, Badri very kindly took me to a restaurant in Kyoto that he found, which made food from his area, and whilst I was there I tried to eat with just my right hand, which is surprisingly difficult, especially when you're trying to tear bread only with one hand. Now at the moment, because of the coronavirus, washing our hands is super important. Now please don't think I'm saying you don't need to wash your hands. We still need to wash our hands, but when I used the toilet, when I used the bathroom at university, I finished what I was needing to do and I washed my hands. Then as I went out the door is a pull door, so I have to pull on the handle to open the door. So now I've washed my hands, I now have to touch a handle which may not be clean, because I can't be sure that the person that used it last time washed their hands. So now my clean hands are now dirty again, so then I need to wash my hands again, but then I need to go out the same door. So it's this vicious circle and I'm not getting anywhere. And there are a lot of touch points all through your normal day, whether you're pushing a door open, whether you're grabbing something off a shelf at a supermarket, and all these times we could be possibly picking up the virus. So really we should be washing our hands a lot. But I don't know about you, but I found that from washing my hands so much, my hands got really dry, and even if I used cream they would crack, and it's unpleasant. It's also really frustrating having to wash your hands 500 times a day because you're worried about what you've touched. So then, whilst I was sitting at my desk at uni, this idea of, or this image of Badri just using his right hand to eat popped into my head. So now what I'm trying to do is save my right hand, because I'm right-handed, for snacking or for using my pens or my phone or scratching my face or adjusting my mask. So I try to keep this as clean as possible and only use it for things for myself or for things I know that only I've touched. And my left hand is for everything else, so opening doors, for picking things off shelves, for picking up items that I need that may have been touched by someone else. So that way I don't have to wash my hands as much, but I'm still keeping clean. And then obviously before a meal, I do recommend that you wash your hands and give them a really good wash, which is what I do. If you've been outside and you come home, I always wash my hands first so I'm not touching everything, and wash anything down like my phone or something that may have been contaminated whilst I've been out. So that was my little idea that I wanted to share with you this week. Give it a go, see how you feel. But there's actually 3 messages from this that I really want you to focus on. One is obviously the cool little trick of using your hands for different things so that you don't have to wash them so much. The second is that when we travel or we go somewhere, even if it's just to the shops down the road and we meet someone that's from another culture, it's a great opportunity to learn. And if you do go to another country, try and absorb and learn as much as you possibly can and talk to the locals and learn about new and different ways of doing things, because it's really important and it's really a great way to expand your knowledge, expand your character, and can really help you see things in a different way. And the third point is, and this is very interesting because Badri picked up on it, and also my new Qigong teacher also picks up on it in his lessons, and that's we should learn to be ambidextrous. We should push ourselves to not just do things with our strong hand, but also with our opposite hand. We need to balance our brain out, and if we can do things equally on both sides, our energy will be balanced. And this goes back to things in Japanese martial arts and Chinese martial arts, where they talk about balance within our body and within our energy. And by making sure that just in simple movements like writing, eating, waving, that we can do it with both hands equally, then that's going to balance ourselves out, and hopefully that will help us to be more balanced as an individual, more relaxed and more peaceful and calm and energetic and happy and less stressed. Anyway, thank you again for joining me here in my very sunny garden. It's a lovely day today. Thank you again for watching my video. I hope you can take something away with you today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you again soon. Don't forget guys, if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button and hit the bell button, and that will let you know when we next launch our video. Thanks very much. See you soon.